comes the
$10,000 back to school haul. I really need so many things to go back to school. Why is everything such an event? I can't go to the grocery store in like those weird knicker bubble shorts. Have you seen those? They look like old lady shorts, bloomers that are like bubbles underneath. Are you okay? I have never seen a single person wear that. That is a diaper. There used to be one simple basic rule. Look at the invite and dress for the room. You didn't need a Pinterest board to figure out what you need to wear to a funeral. But somewhere between TikTok hauls, aesthetic outfit videos, and fast fashion drops every 5 minutes, things started getting really weird. We started dressing for the camera first, and then the people in the actual room at the real event second. If it looked good for an 8-second TikTok, then it just felt right. It didn't matter what it looked like in real life, even if it made 0 sense. Is this the office siren? You are going to get removed. Removed from the office. What office are you working at? You guys are living in like some sort of fantasy or something. That is why so many outfits today genuinely look unhinged. Not rebellious, not like cool, fun, and flirty, 30 and thriving. Just out of sync with the space. Like, read the room, you guys. And it's really not about being conservative either, because these crazy outfits are totally indicative of the crazy space that fashion is in right now. So you know you better buckle up, besties, and prepare yourselves for impact. Let's take a deep dive and talk about why dressing is so chaotic now, how we even got here, and the brands and influencers that are making it significantly worse. Also, make sure that you guys throw this video a big fat thumbs up, and also subscribe down below if you aren't already to join my beautiful bestie fam. And if you are subscribed, I love you so much. Now, if you don't believe me, a lot of business casual wear is just club wear with a blazer on top.
Guys, this outfit is making me want an office job so badly. Like, this office siren aesthetic is incredible. It's making me feel pretty powerful. POV, me walking past your desk like... Oops. I just dropped my pencil.
All of these office sirens literally look like they were out of the club all night and then jumped into the office the next morning. The hangover would be torturous. Listen, you do not need to be boring at work. You don't need to look like an old lady, but you need to show up and dress the part, you guys. You guys don't look normal.
So now TikTok has officially revolutionized office wear with the office siren trend, but now people are starting to have an issue with it. Drawing inspiration from the late 90s and early 2000s, the office siren trend features form-fitting outfits and nods to fashion icons like Bella Hadid, Jessica Alba, and Giselle Bundchen. Many TikTokers actually predicted this trend as like a rebellion against traditional workplace dress codes by offering this stylish alternative for women in the corporate world. But controversy started taking place with this trend when people started questioning if anyone was even allowed to wear this at work, and whether it's actually an appropriate trend to be promoting for the workplace. But many fashion creators like this have defended the trend by saying the office siren trend is actually supposed to strike a balance between corporate professionalism and bold fashion expression.
If it's HR appropriate, then it's no problem. The problem is where someone is wearing a miniskirt or a tube top and calling it office siren, then makes a stink when they're fired because they violated the dress code. My mom works in HR. Hey, do you think I can wear this like half naked outfit to the office? Like, do you think this is appropriate? And thank God nobody's ever asked her that. Express myself through fashion to who? Coworkers? Nah, they'll always get the ugly side of me. They'll always get some of this. You want to go, Karen? You want to see some of this? You want to see me in the lunchroom? I'll show you something in the lunchroom. I also feel like this entire office siren trend really is just some form of an excuse to like romanticize working under fluorescent lights in an office, guys. It's not as glamorous and hot as you think.
HR rating your office siren outfits and whether or not you'd get in trouble. This is really cute. I think if she didn't have the blazer, it probably would be a problem, but no issues with this. This is a really cute fit, really cute outfit, no worries. I would definitely talk to you about the short skirt. I would tell you that you'd have to wear a longer skirt or wear pants or something. Everything else is fine, but that skirt is way too short. You would not get in trouble for this. This is a really cute fit. I think because it flares out, it gives this illusion of being longer than it actually is. And her comment up here right before this one was, HR is gonna send me home for this. I would not. I wouldn't even have a conversation with you. So the skirt is too short. I would definitely talk to you about your skirt being short. I would probably stop you if I saw you. So definitely the skirt is way too short, and the thigh highs are definitely making it worse, particularly them being visible.
If your top is sheer, your skirt rides up every single time you sit, or your waistline is too low and you keep adjusting it all day in meetings, your outfit is simply doing too much. You want your work and your income to be the focus, not your hemline. You don't see those construction workers out there wearing mini skirts because it's simply not practical. So what is up with all of the girly pops dressing like this? Is it just because they're Gen Z and like none of them actually want to work? First of all, no, that's not the right answer. We overall live in a less conservative world, which overall is a great thing. People have more freedom with style than they used to. You can express yourself in so many wonderful ways. That's not at all the problem. The problem is that a lot of these outfits are being built off of the vibe in your phone camera because you think it's cute for TikTok, but not the vibe of the people that are actually in the room, the people that are actually being around you. TikTok says, be an office siren, and then all the girlies feel like they need to get a new mesh bodysuit, low-rise pencil skirt, kitten heels, and a blazer hanging off their shoulders like a cape. It looks totally hot in a 10-second video. It looks totally hot on the runway. It looks kind of chaotic when you're sprinting to a budget review, bending to plug in your laptop, just trying to do a practical bend and snap, or printing 20 pages at the copier. Gen Z isn't lazy at all. They are just aesthetics driven. They want to hit a mood board. They want to deep dive on Pinterest. They want to be the girl in the hallway that people walk by and clock and say, that girl looks really good.
Why are we creating office siren outfits? Why, if we want to be respected in the workplace as women, are we creating a siren outfit to lure men to the depths of hell in the office? That's what that means. You would never catch me dressing cute for a man at work, bro. Office siren? Why would you want to be a siren? Do you see how this is like inappropriate? This is inappropriate. Somebody who wants to be respected in the workplace and actually cares about being seen for their intellect, why would you want to do this? Because I know that's how women feel. I know women don't want to be seen for their body or outfit. So why are you stating to be an office siren? Like, please stop. Do you know how hard it was for us to get like an ounce of respect in the office? Do you know how hard it is to be respected at all in an office still? Like, it still is difficult, especially if you're good at what you do.
It's because they don't actually work in the office, guys. You know that these girls are romanticizing the office siren because they don't live or experience what it's really like to be in an office situation. You're there to work and show off your mad skills that you developed in university because you're a smart, hot baddie. You can be a smart, hot baddie in a very respectable outfit because what should be respected is your hard efforts and what you're earning for that company and how you're doing so good with them stonks. Stress how you like, I want to be an office pirate, but the unnecessary eye patch got me a visit from HR. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just not practical.
People trying to dress up as office sirens and then coming on TikTok saying that they're getting fired is actually so hilarious because it's just like, girl, no, you don't have, like, that's not what work is for. Like, office siren, just think of that. You're trying to be a siren in the office. Like, in your workplace, you're trying to be a siren. Girl. What you are is written up.
The caption is, girl, you are unemployed. My favorite part about all of this is like, why can't you wear the office siren trend to the club on your days off, living your life? Like, freedom to wear whatever you want, but like, this is just, it's just not practical workwear. And if you are losing your job, what was the point of all that? Like, who are you sirening? Exactly. Like, ew, the 50-year-old man that works in sales? Disgusting. Playing with your job in this economy is crazy. Crazy work, girls. Just for the TikTok baddies, I swear the main character syndrome is getting out of hand at this point. These girls are living in a fantasy world. Like, just go to work. Like, just go to work. It doesn't have to be that serious. Everything depends on the fit. If a fabric turns completely see-through under office lighting, then it is not workwear. If you can't raise your arms comfortably for the whiteboard, it's not workwear. Most of those it looks inappropriate TikToks are simply just fit problems. The skirt is just a little too small so it climbs when you sit. The blouse is cut for a night out so the buttons gap when you lean forward. And then the pants are just a little too low rise that they kind of show a little too much when you're reaching for a file. Nobody is asking anybody to wear a beige sack. You deserve to feel as hot as possible. Just choose versions that move with you, don't flash your coworkers, and don't need constant fixing. And it's not just offices. People are wearing these crazy TikTok outfits to real life places that just simply don't make sense. If you're going to a funeral, it is not the time to show off your low-waisted jeans that pop out your booty. Respect for the dead? Way beyond beat serving.
Here comes the whore.
Why are we giving midriff to a funeral? If somebody is passed and you're going to their funeral, just get a decent outfit, girl. Just get anything. Borrow something from your mom. Pay your respects properly. The audacity. Y'all were at a funeral and they decide to worry about your clothing. That's crazy work. Yeah, I wouldn't wear that to a funeral. That's insane. Shouldn't they be worried about the dead person? Yeah, I would be worried about what that person was saying behind my back, whispering to heaven and letting them know that I'm not allowed in because I wore such revealing clothes. Bro, someone died. And when you start going to a restaurant wearing a dress that is see-through without underwear, it's going to make the family seated next to you wish that they had stayed home. Talk about dinner and a show. When I thought everyone at the restaurant was staring at me because they couldn't believe how hot I looked, but my dress was actually completely see-through and I wasn't wearing underwear. You guys, you need to wake up. What do you mean you went to a restaurant without underwear on? What do you think this is, like the movie Casino? Get off your ass. This is crazy. Why do y'all not wear anything under your dresses? Why aren't you wearing underwear? Oh my God. You don't wear underwear? It's literally a lace dress. Of course it's see-through. What is wrong with you? Real places have real people and real kids, real elderly people, real rules. But it looked really cute on my FYP. That argument just doesn't hold up. And it doesn't hold up outside of the app because none of those people even know what the FYP is, girl. So why is this happening? This is crazy. Is TikTok the one that's like actually brainwashing us? Is it the faults of like influencers and different brands? Is it all their fault? And why do we keep falling for it, wearing and buying clothes that we clearly do not need? The short answer is the internet, obviously. Feeds reward what grabs attention fastest. Outfits that get clicks, they spread like wildfire and people want to repeat them. The platform does not care where you're going after you film this video. It just wants a strong thumbnail. You see the same cuts, the same silhouettes, the same skimpy dresses, and then the algorithm sees them, sees that they're getting clicks, and then pushes them. It's the same as the filler blindness trend. It's the same with people getting unnecessary plastic surgery. After a while, you start thinking that it's all normal, and it isn't normal. It's your very strangely curated FYP.
I feel like this is going to be a controversial opinion, but I feel like what's popular in real life and what's popular on the internet at the moment has never been more different. Thinking about this because this collab, the Mulberry and Regina Pio collab, is one of the most popular in-person collaborations that I have ever seen. Like, these leather goods are exquisite and they're flying off the shelves. These are adorable and I've already seen them kind of popping up on people's handbags. The suiting, the knitwear, the bags, all of it together. I have never seen a brand collab this good, like that seems this not contrived in a really long time, despite 2024 being kind of the year of the brand collab. The Regina Pio Mulberry one is the only one that actually stood out to me. The thing that's super interesting about this to me is like loads of people during Fashion Week have been talking about it. Have you seen it yet? The pieces are selling out. But I have not heard a peep online, and I guarantee if you posted this to TikTok in a like, I don't know, top 5 bags roundup or whatever, you would get absolutely slated in the comments. I don't know if I've just acquired fashion industry brain rot or if there genuinely is currently just a huge difference between what does well online and what's actually selling in person.
I think it's an age and class demographic gap. Or popular in New York City is not really what most people do or will wear. In another way, online fashion trends really don't translate to real life. Like when everyone on this app was trashing skinny jeans, but offline, they're just a normal thing people still wear. People like what they like. My boyfriend likes a good straight cut, potentially skinny jean, and it just looks really good on him. Does he care what you're saying about your FYP office siren? No, he's dressing for real life and what works for his lifestyle. Yes, it is so true. My theory is most genuine trends aren't attention grabbing enough to do well with the TikTok algorithm. Exactly.
That your fit isn't enough or your fit isn't good enough. Because you see a dude on your For You page, his outfit looks like it's incredibly impractical to wear, probably ludicrously expensive, a ludicrous amount of layers, and you just wonder, how does he wear that outside? He probably doesn't. Look, there's a good reason a lot of Get Ready With Me videos are filmed in people's bedrooms. And this is not me hating on that at all. I've made those types of videos. I will go on to make them again in the future. But don't be fooled into thinking that everyone's always wearing all of their online outfits outside, because they're likely not. Fashion internet is just that. It's the fashion internet. And when you walk around in your real life, you're not going to just walk the streets and see a billion wisdom Ks. You're not going to see a bunch of dudes in clothes that are incredibly inappropriate for the weather. Why? Because that would be uncomfortable. When you're making can't get ready with me in your room, it's really easy to just put on whatever that looks cool and not actually think about all these other outside factors that go into dressing. Don't let yourself be discouraged by thinking that everyone else is doing better than you, because honestly, they're probably not.
This is so true. I constantly wear the most simple, basic outfits outside of the house because I simply cannot bring myself to wear something that is going to be uncomfortable. If I'm simply going to the mall to pick up a new mascara, I'm not going to wear 7 layers to be looking camp, to be giving I can't do that. I'm actually getting overstimulated simply thinking about it. My room is getting hot. I am overstimulated as it is. Another reason is speed. Micro trends used to simply last a season. Now they barely last a week. People buy something wild, wear it once, and then move on. This constant churn kills the idea of clothes and fashion with a purpose. The only purpose becomes content. If everything is content, then you stop looking at the calendar. You stop thinking about who else might be in the room with you. You're simply wearing something to post it, but not for real life. That's how you end up wearing the same thing to a nightclub that you do to a wedding. I can't tell you, I'm getting ready to go to a wedding this weekend, and the amount of TikTok videos that were like, these are my top wedding pics. You can't wear that to a wedding. It's not like people are starting to rebel to try to prove to everyone that their body is their own. It's just becoming a habit at this point.
Either the influencers are broke or they're lying, but how are we not talking about the issue of luxury fast fashion? So obviously we know that fast fashion has made it so there's like a million micro trends a year and you have to buy entirely new wardrobes like every single season. Obviously almost impossible to keep up with, and I'm not even going to get into the environmental impact of that, but how the hell are we doing this now with luxury goods? It used to be that an influencer could buy an it bag and that bag would last them like a good year and a half. Like that bag would be trendy for a long time. But now we're seeing a new it bag coming up every 8 weeks. Like literally probably every 2 months there is a new it bag that every single influencer has to have, and every single person feels in the back of their head like, oh my god, now that's the bag that I want. People are in insane debt, they're broke, or they're liars. Like I literally don't get it. Someone answer for me.
There's also the influence of aesthetics. Instead of a dress code, people want to pick a theme and then go all in, like office siren, coquette, gym core, Pilates princess, clean girl. A theme helps you shop and style, and it also flattens context because the theme becomes the priority, and then the place and what you're actually doing there becomes an afterthought. The outfit is locked in before you even know where you're going. That's how a sheer blouse meant for a night out shows up in a 10 a.m. staff meeting. The aesthetic won the tug of war with your calendar, and because brands know that people love to shop all of those aesthetic keywords like grunge or Y2K or cottagecore, they've gone all in and started pushing these influencers to wear crazier and crazier outfits. They send free clothes to your favorite TikTokers and get them to style it for you in a video. And I'm not gonna lie, some outfits look really great, but are they actually appropriate for most occasions? Obviously not. And how do brands create so many clothes with different styles and different aesthetics all the time? It's fast fashion. Fast fashion made all of this so much worse. It's cheap, fast, and everywhere, so wild looks are easy to buy and harder to wear. What you see online is a filtered mirror selfie. What you get at home when you order these pieces is thin fabrics, odd cuts and colors that are sheer in daylight. That's why so many outfits that, like that creator said, look good in the bedroom when you're getting ready look very odd in real life. They were made for a photo, not for like the real things that we do on a day-to-day basis. I can't go to the grocery store in like those weird knicker bubble shorts. Have you seen those? They look like old lady shorts, bloomers that are like bubbled underneath. Are you okay? I have never seen a single person wear that. That is a diaper.
So it is time, yet again, for me to show you ugly micro trends that I regret buying because they are in fact very ugly. Okay, so this first one, you either had this top or you're a liar because you definitely own this top because everyone had it. The baby doll print. Now, I don't know what it was about this top and more specifically this print that had us all on a chokehold, but honestly, it was everywhere for so long. Like it was on phone cases, it was on so many pieces of clothing, bedding, everything. It was everywhere, and it's like, it's little babies, little angel babies. And I specifically remember this top being sold out absolutely everywhere because like every shop had its own version. Like there was a Bershka one, there was an H&M one, there was probably one at Urban Outfitters. And I remember I could not get my hands on one, so I was checking Depop like daily for this very top. And then finally, we have the bomber jacket. Now, I feel personally betrayed by this one because I remember when I was probably like 15, 16, I had so many of these because they were in style, absolutely loved them, obviously threw them all away when I stopped liking them, and then they came back literally for a flash, like a split second they came back, they weren't back for long, and I bought one thinking, I threw them all out last time, am I gonna want to like actually wear this? So I bought it and I've never worn it because I hate it, and I just feel like we shouldn't buy things just because they're trending because this is just something that I would never wear. It's just, no.
It has to work for you and your body, girl, and let's be for real, I am getting PTSD looking at this video. I think I had both those things. What is a sheer top like that gonna do for me, huh? Show the world my business? Show the world my tots? No thanks.
I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but here are fashion trends that look amazing online but awful in real life. Summer edition. I hate to say it, but I'm so sure that some of your favorite influencers aren't actually wearing the things out that they like show online. Let's get into it. Number 1, crochet bikinis. Listen, I love a good beach pic with a crochet bikini, but you cannot tell me that they keep looking good the second they get wet. Also, they must be like see-through, no? Number 2, all white linen sets. Listen, I love the vibe, but the maintenance? You can't sit down anywhere, you can't drink a glass of rosé or red wine or anything that's not white. Number 3, cowboy boots with little summer dresses. Yeah, I love the look. Yeah, I love it. Your feet smell. I know your feet smell if you actually wear that out. And it's like,
don't! She's clocking me. This is one of my favorite looks in the summer. I love a cowboy boot. Are my dogs barking in those cowboy boots in 35-degree weather? Yes, they are. And I'm just sitting there peacefully looking like a Southern belle. I'm Canadian. There is nothing Southern about me. And that's why you get those ridiculous bubble skirts that look ridiculous when you wear them in public. Oh my God, they're so bad. Most of the time, they're made out of cheap fabrics and really poor sewing patterns, created in a sweatshop with underpaid employees.
I must say this, and you can't get mad, but the bubble skirt is cute in concept, but every girl I've seen wearing them in real life looks like she needs a diaper change. Like, as long as you're aware that it's giving dirty, shitty diaper, then that's fine, but...
And that's the tea. And that's the tea on the bubble skirt. It's giving change me, I made a poopy vibe. So I think this is just one of those styles where it's either you like it or you don't. Copycat designs are part of it. A celebrity wears a mesh dress with perfect tape and tailored lining under red carpet lights, and then a week later you can buy the same version on Shein for $29.99. It looks similar until you sit down, lean forward, or step into the sunlight. There's obviously a reason why the original worked. Fit, styling, and lighting. The cheap copycats obviously cut all of those corners in order to sell a product for that cheap. And then the result is a dress that looks like a potato sack.
Okay, you're really not gonna believe this. I just bought these pants from Shein, right? We hate Shein, of course. I really like them. They're specifically what I was looking for, okay? So I'm about to bring these to the tailor. I was going to get them hemmed really quickly, and I'm reaching in the pockets, like trying on them again, and I feel something in this pocket.
No, what is it?
What is this? And why is this in these pants? It's like a rock, but like from a fish tank.
Where are you buying your clothes from, girl? Like, wake up! What do you mean? It's because you rock those jeans. We hate Shein. Buys from Shein. I would never.
These may look like regular boots, or you can already tell what's wrong with it. And you know.
No. What? I'm sorry. Nobody has ever put those on once. They produce those so quickly. The poor people creating all of these clothes, these are not made for real life. Those be them chili pepper steppers. With fast fashion comes haul culture. A creator unboxes 30 items and then tries them on for 20 seconds. It's entertaining, but it trains you to think in outfits per video, not outfits per life. You start chasing novelty, not usefulness. You end up with a closet full of things, sure, and then you go out to a restaurant and you realize your top is actually a bralette. $10,000 back to school haul. I really need so many things to go back to school. Why is everything such an event? Wait, that's for school? Get out of my face.
A city bag as my college bag. Gold Izzy's. I got this bag too, not for college, just because I thought it was cute. Plain top. This Hollister jumper. White micro skirt, it's really creased. Linen trousers from Subdued. Restock on Hair Supplies. This Vanilla Tree Hut Spray, and it's so good. Using oil and Hello Kitty Starface. These low-rise play.
It's because these people do the most. You don't know how much credit card debt they're in. They're trying to show you all this stuff to get views, And she did respectfully, but this is not real life. This is not practical buying practices. Let's be so for real. There's also the simple issue of durability. Cheaper clothes lose shape fast. You guys, you seriously get what you pay for. And once your clothes get worn out, pilled, stretchy, and ugly, what do? You go back to Shein and you order 30 more, all in the same aesthetic that you're obsessed with chasing. But how should you dress then? Well, you can be beautiful, memorable, and still appropriate. And yes, of course there are times to be the main character. At your birthday party, when you're going out with the girls, go big or go home. But not every event is a premiere, and not every room needs a shining star. Dressing with context isn't oppression. It's just social intelligence. It means that you respect yourself and the people around you. That family next to you doesn't need to see your bare bum through your see-through dress, girl. It just says you know how to read a room and be dressed for the occasion. You understand the difference between getting attention and earning it. I've been on a huge new wardrobe journey, and one of the things that I constantly am thinking about is how I can purchase pieces that I will have for many years to come that are flattering on me, that fit my body type. And what's popular doesn't always mean that it's going to work for your body. It might not always look good on you. If you're 5'1" wearing a floor-length dress, sometimes it eats us up, girl. I can't really wear a floor-length dress. I'm being for real. And buying clothes that you know you're going to wear again, because that quality piece, that cashmere sweater that you actually invest in and took time to research and understand that, oh, it's actually worth my coin, is going to last so much longer than any piece of clothing you're going to buy from Shein to try to fit into one of these aesthetics that's going to be going down the toilet tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please throw a big fat thumbs up and also comment down below. Have you guys ever been subject to the office siren, to any of these micro trends? Have you ever bought into things because of social media influencers? Personally, I hate the like to know it. I hate the Amazon marketplace. Check out my Amazon storefront. I don't want to. I don't want to give you a cent. All you did was show me the most basic clothes, and I'm not giving you a commish for it. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can go ahead and watch my deep dive on Temu and how absolutely dangerous it is to be buying clothing and products from Temu. There are carcinogens. Or you guys can click here to learn all about how skincare overconsumption is absolutely destroying your skin. Stop buying so many products and thinking it's going to change your life. You only need a few key pieces. You guys know I love you, and I only make these videos because I truly want the best for you. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whenever you're watching, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah. Bye.